Hi, this is Scott with eTrailer, and today we're going to take a look at our Thule Roof Racks for our 2024 Kia Telluride. The Kia Telluride is going to have two different types of rail systems on its roof. This one has the flush flat style here, so it's kind of just flat on the backside, and you'll have another type that is kind of wraparound. But for this style, you're going to want to make sure that you're getting the right kit for your Thule rack. And for this one, we have the rack system that it basically just clamps on here. It's a really nice setup if you have this style. For our Thule roof racks, you can have two different types of accessories to mount on here. You can either have the clamp-on style that kind of clamp around your bar here, or you can have the T style where it just goes in here and slides in and then clamps down. So you do have options for this rack. The nice thing about this rack system here is this is going to be one of the really easy ones to put on. Putting the foot together is really easy. It's just everything mounts together real nice and it just comes together and goes on real tight. Some rack systems can be a little tricky to get set up and get sitting on there right. So this one's a really good option. With this system, you're going to be able to use either your bike racks, or you can put kayaks up there, you can put like a cargo basket type thing on there, and it will adjust wherever you need it to go, so it opens up a lot of options for you. To start our installation of our Thule roof rack, we're going to take a look at our components here that we have for our installation. Right here we have our foot kit for our rack, and this is going to be the part that kind of mounts up on the side. And this is all your parts for that. You have your little end cap here that goes in the end. You have your tool that basically sets the torque for your little adapter here that screws into your mounts. And you have your end cap. Got this little part that goes into your end cap here, but you can get an optional cylindrical lock for this part of your foot. For ours today, we have this part here, and this is a specific part for the vehicle we are installing it on today. So this will be something separate you would get to make sure that you get an exact fit for your vehicle. It has both of your brackets and your spacers / rubber mount piece here. To start putting this together, what we're going to do is we're going to grab our foot here, and this is going to be the upper side here. This is going to be the part where your rail slides into. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this bracket here, and we're going to take the little feet of it here, and we're just going to pop it in right over that screw and get it put in position right there. Now with our other bracket, we want this cup side coming in. So we will hook this right here, and it is kind of keyed so you don't get that wrong. And we'll just hold that in place there. Now we'll just get this part started, and that'll hold it together for us. Next, we'll take our rubber pad here, and we can see where it kind of pops in here on the ends of your foot. Let's get that in place between your two brackets, and it should just snap into place for you. Now with that, we'll just take our foot, and we'll take this part here, and we'll find this area right here on our rail. It's going to have the thing where you can just slide right in there. So all we'll do is just line it up and get that to pop in. And for now, we'll just get that on there like that. With that put in place, now we'll get our end cap here, and we're going to get that popped in. That's going to do is going to help keep it from sliding out when we're installing it on our vehicle. Now with one side on over there, we can just drop it into place. It's kind of nice. This is a nice system. It kind of just drops where it wants to go. You can kind of get it held there with your brackets. And what I like to do is just tighten it down, finger tight. Just get it to kind of get snug. You don't want to crank this down until you get both sides tightened up. All right, just get them kind of good and finger tight there. Now once you have them up there and kind of finger tight, once you figure out what accessories you want to have up there, what I would do is get a measurement from here to here on your rack system, wherever you want to get it laid out for whatever accessories you plan on putting on. So that way, and then get your measurements exact on both sides, and then you can go ahead and tighten it down. And when tightening it down with the tool that comes with it, it's basically just an Allen bit, and it has a built-in torque wrench type setting with it. And what it'll do is it'll just tighten down. And when it gets to a certain torque, it's just going to make a pop sound. And that'll be set to the torque that it needs for the hardware. Now you can install your side panel here that goes on the foot. And that kind of just pops in place. Then you'll take one of your little cylinder things here and you'll just pop it into that hole. You'll probably have to use a flathead screwdriver and you'll just kind of turn it. And it'll pop in there and you'll kind of give it a quarter turn and that'll lock that part in place. Now you can get an optional cylindrical lock for this Thule bike rack through etrailer.com. And that'll do it for a look at our Thule roof racks for our 2024 Kia Telluride.